Comics Plus, what is up? We're doing a quick promo. Terry has something he wants to share with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me get it out.
Shenmue! Number 3. It finally came out, and he finally got it in his hands. This dude's been waiting for this shit forever.
Yeah.
You played the first 2?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I just recently replayed the first one and did it. My first video on my channel is of Shenmue and Yokosuka.
Right.
And yeah, when they announced this, I'm gonna be real, I was rolling my eyes like, okay, like they're gonna do a fucking.
I remember when it was a campaign. Like I was still in Fukuoka when they first like announced this, and like I was like telling people go support the Shenmue 3 campaign and all that, man.
So I have a confession to make. I did not support the Kickstarter. So when they came out with Shenmue 3, like it's like I'm skeptical because I really like the old games, and I even enjoy playing them today.
But the old games, what system did you play?
Dreamcast, and then Xbox.
I'm looking for some seamen.
Yeah.
I mean, sailors. Yeah.
As long as it's the same game, we'll be good. And I'm gonna start streaming this. Shit, I'm not expecting anything great. As long as it's the same.
Yeah.
That's all. That's good.
For those that know it by name but don't know it by story,
What
are like a couple key points about the story?
What's the appeal?
Like?
Yeah.
It's essentially a revenge story. This boy comes home. I think he's 18. He's graduating high school.
Real, right?
Yeah, he's supposed to go to university, but his dad gets killed literally in Mortal Kombat in the dojo. Like some dude's like, "Where's the?" He's like, "Where's the Phoenix mirror?" I won't tell you. And it's like, okay, they square up. Bah, 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 boom! Fucking kills his dad right there. Takes the mirror and checks out. And Ryo is like, "I'm gonna kill Landy. I'm gonna find this dude." And that's the game. That's the first game. Okay. Shenmue 2 comes out on Xbox. Okay, you go to Hong Kong, you do some shit.
Right.
Yeah, different environment and everything, but it looks so good, I remember.
Right.
You find Landy and he escapes. And then you you find yourself in a cave with Shenhua. You activate a puzzle in the cave that reveals some kind of message to some greater something. And then it's to be continued.
Okay.
And we're like,
and that's where this one picks up.
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, you're Oliver Queen.
As I replayed the game last year, you realize like his father's dying wish was like,
don't be
to not get revenge.
Yeah. Keep friends close. The path of a warrior. You would die like a warrior. And Ryo is learning how he's growing. He's learning to be a man through this. He's a good person, but he has this rage in him. Okay. Even in China, there's this one scene where he goes to the dojo. Finally, so he's looking for Master somebody. I forget the name.
Splinter.
Yeah, Master Splinter, and he's talking up the guy, and this woman is like, he's like, shut up! I'm trying to talk to the Master.
Damn.
And he's like, the dude's like, that is the Master. And
is it?
Oh fuck, the lady.
So it's almost like a cross of his rage and also him just not being mature enough. And as you go through the game, he's slowly maturing and learning more about what it means to be a man and be more like what his father wanted.
I remember Shenmue was one of the first video game upskirts I've ever played, and the pixels it was grainy back then, but even as a kid I really appreciated that, like when she was on the motorcycle. You save this girl from getting raped or some shit, and they go on the motorcycle and they just drive up and the camera pans. I'm like, here we go, oh, pixelated panties, and that was my memory.
I remember my friend playing and walking through like the city and stuff.
Right.
And looking at some of the signage and things of that nature, because at one point, shortly after it came out, like years after it came out, I came over and visited before actually living here.
Right.
I was like, oh, dude, I've seen this. I've seen this.
Yeah.
And then going back and telling my friend, and he was like, oh, that's really cool. And if I get the chance, I'm going to come to Japan. And I want to say like 4 or 5 years ago, he actually finally made the trip out here.
What I will say is that the one thing that the impression that really stuck with me with Shenmue, still living in Japan, is when every morning or so when I go to a vending machine and I get a drink. And look, there's one thing I want to tell you. Look, right here. As most of you know, I live in fucking Japan, and I cannot get through my day. I can't get through one vending machine without thinking about that damn game. That's how influential Shenmue was. Get it? Yeah, this kind of thing.
Even without, the branding that's on it or whatever, the sizes are a little different.
You're just like, and you're done.
And that's the Japaneseisms. Like, why does an individual drink the soda right there?
Right.
Japanese folks don't drink and walk.
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
And if they do, it's always a small container.
And then there's a little gachapon still that they still have gachapons out here. It's crazy. All right. Well, anyways, make sure you check out Terry's gameplay on PlayStation on my Twitch account. Are you streaming it?
Yeah.
Okay. So it'll just be on my Twitch account, aka SAN. What is going on with this damn camera? AKA SAN_plays, AKA SAN_plays on Twitch. See you there.
Yeah.
Peace.